Hi guys, so today I wanted to take a look at how to extract data from a PDF file into Excel. And in some cases, we may need to take the data from multiple sheets. So a practical scenario where this may be useful is sometimes we may want to get data from a website, and the information, if we try to actually copy that data like so, highlight and copy, going down, going down, going down. Um, and we press Control C to copy. When we go across into the Excel file to copy it, if we click paste, it's actually going to record that data in one cell. So um, where you want to be able to copy and paste data and it doesn't work, then this example might be useful for you. If you have data which is in a pre-existing PDF file and it was in tabular form, then this would work well for you. So when we have data like this, some of the websites allow you to export the data as a PDF. So what I would have done here is click Save as PDF, and this is the report, and I would have saved the report already in a folder. So if we go into the folder that we have for that report, the file is here. Right, this is the same report, and it has the income statement, the balance sheet, and information for this particular company. So to get this across into Excel, and even from the PDF file, if we had tried to like copy it into Excel, it would have been problematic. So if I highlight here, going down, going down, going down, up to here, Control C to copy, and go across into Excel and paste. The data doesn't come across right directly from the PDF either. So what we want to do is to use the feature from Power Query to get that data. So first thing to do is just close down the PDF file that we want to get the data from. And in Excel, we go to the data menu, get data. Once you're using Office 365, you should have this feature enabled once your Office 365 is updated version of Excel. So if you go from file, you'll see option from PDF. And when you go here, you'll see on the desktop, there is the folder called PDF report. You want to open that PDF report and click import. So you will see the report showing up as a number of sheets. And the sheets we're interested in would be this one here called 03, and sheet is actually a table, right? 04 we want to get, and we also want to get the data from 05, which is the balance sheet information. It also gives you the option, apart from looking and finding tables in the report, it also looks at the pages and gives you the full page data, which sometimes may not, maybe a bit too much for what you want. So my recommendation a lot of the times would be to take the data from the tables and then try to clean it up and merge it together. So over here, we're going to select multiple items, and we want to get the data from the 03 sheet, which is the income statement, within profit here, the 04, and the balance sheet would be 05. And we're going to click transform data. Excel will bring in these bits of information from the PDF as a query into Power Query. So I'm just going to move my Power Query screen so you'll be able to see it here. And here we have the three queries that is imported. Now what we want to do is we want to be able to get the three together into one output before we bring it back into Excel. So that would necessitate merging the tables together. So in this case, the column headers would be the same 1 to 6, and they would correspond. This here is 2017 here. This one here is also 2017, column 6. So to get the data together, once we select the first table, we're going to go to append query, and this would allow us to slap the rows together. We're going to click on the drop arrow here, and we want to get a new master query. So you're going to see append queries as new, and three or more tables because we have three tables. We want to merge, we want to select these two tables and click add. So we have the three tables to append on the right. If we click OK, it will generate a new append one sheet, and we could probably call this rename the query. We can probably call it console. And now we will see that we have the data for all in one master file. What we need to do is probably get the header row to the top, which would be row 1. And we will do that by clicking on the little spreadsheet icon here. I'm going to say use first row as headers. I will probably rename this header here. We're going to double click it. We're going to rename this financial statement item, right? And we probably need to get rid of the first row, so we could go back to the spreadsheet icon and say remove top rows. We want to remove that first row. So what we're trying to do is get the data back to a clean data stage. We have some items probably here that we need to take out, like the millions rows. We have the headers from the other two sheets inside here, so we could filter that out going across to get rid of the millions. We could go here on the header here and untick millions. The other thing we could do to clean up the data would be to get rid of the NA rows, right? And the C in bracket NA, because those have no values as well. So we're going to click back on the filter for this column here. We want to untick the C underscore NA and then the N slash A. And the next thing we might do is we want to probably convert this to data columns. So the C here, we should probably take that out from the numeric columns. So once we highlight the cell here, we could highlight the C here, Control C to copy, and then we select the three columns. And we could right click on any column header and say replace values. Control V to put in the copied cent here. I'm going to replace it with nothing. Click OK. And now I'll get rid of that from the data. The other thing is you want to take out the balance sheet header because we have our overall header at the top. So you need to untick the date, the year end row, right? And click OK. So that gets us a little bit closer to what we want. There are some nulls here which are really subtotals in the financial statement item column. We have two. You could highlight the column and we could right click and say replace values and change the null to subtotal, right? And the other thing is when the data comes back, we probably want to bring it back in numeric format. So you would highlight the first column, shift click on the last column, and then right click on any header here and say, well, we want to change the data type. So we would go to data type text and just change it to decimal number. That way we don't miss anything. So once we have the values here, we would probably return it back into Excel. The way how I would return it back into Excel is I don't want to return these three. I just want to return this one as a table back in Excel. The shortcut way would be to go to the drop arrow where we see close and load here in Power Query and say close and load to. I'm going to bring back all as connections. We're going to say here only create connection and click OK. And so all of them would have come back as a connection, but we want to return this one as a table. So all we do is right click on console and change the load basis here, load to table. And if we click OK, that should be sufficient to return the data back into the file. All right, so I hope you all have an idea of this particular technique, and I hope it was useful.